In this video, I'll bring you guys along to show you my trail day exploring Leavenworth Creek and Argentine Pass. The route I take today is to start off on Leavenworth Creek, which is the main connector trail to Argentine Pass. You proceed up Leavenworth Creek all the way to waypoint 10, which is the Waldorf mine site and also town site. From there, you can split off and go up Argentine Pass, which is what I do today. So far, as we've been going along this Leavenworth Creek feeder trail to get up to Argentine, I'd have to say, like, maybe knock on wood here in a second, but so far the trail's been plenty wide. So no need, like, especially because I'm in a Toyota Tundra, so I'm a little bit wider than a lot of folks that come out here. Granted, there are still plenty of people that'll take a F-250 or something out and do stuff like that, but not the largest by any stretch, but I'd say on the larger side of people that typically do a lot of the off-roading. And honestly, this trail's plenty wide. Plenty wide for those vehicles. I haven't even touched a tree branch yet that I've noticed. So, especially if you're in one of those Ford Rangers or Tacoma size or Frontier or some kind of small truck like that, or even Jeeps or anything like that, and it's new and you really care about your paint and you don't want to get a scratch or any of that, and you haven't got past that phase yet, this is definitely seeming to be a trail that you could do without risking doing any damage to your vehicle, at least cosmetically in that regard so far. A few little puddles here and there, but still a very wide trail and no scratches acquired as of yet. The valley is really starting to open up now and absolutely gorgeous up in here. We're not too far off from the start of the actual Argentine Pass Trail. Alrighty, here we go, heading the rest of the way up. We'll see. We shall see what's up there. I think there's gonna be a few folks to get around up there, but I've waited down here for probably 15 minutes and they haven't come down, so we'll go towards them. And this will be, I believe, where you actually hit the true start of what is considered Argentine Pass here. And also maybe there's another offshoot trail up here that I just can't see. Skinniest part so far. I touched a mirror. Well, I didn't have to, just wasn't being too careful. We have got the wildflowers still going strong. And this is definitely the most challenging obstacle I've encountered on the trail so far. I don't think we'll have too much trouble with it, but we'll give it a stab. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. You'll want to have some decently high clearance, but pretty much just roll right up and over that. Not too worried about it. Oh, this looks like it might be the end of the line for people who don't want to get a scratch on their vehicle right here. Yep, that little section right there. Now, if you have a little bit skinnier of a vehicle, you might not encounter any scratching there, but definitely has the potential. here's a few shots I took from the summit of Argentine Pass. It's a little over 13,200 feet once you make it to the pass. The views are spectacular, especially if you go on a clear day. It's well worth the drive.